Reading fill in the blanks. I see the timer and I get stuck. Within 2 minutes, it's so almost impossible for me to solve it without any mistakes. Well, if I get 5 minutes, definitely I will be able to solve, but under 2 minutes, I'm prone to making mistakes. Well, if you belong to such a category, then today's video is that video, because I will be teaching you with a particular challenge, 2-minute challenge on understanding how to solve reading fill in the blanks like a pro. All you got to do is make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome power-packed video on reading fill in the blank, solve it like a pro, 2-minute challenge. So before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can check the information given in the description of this video. We have left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link and send us a message. I'll be there, we will be there to help you, guide you in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get into the video. Let me just share my screen. PTE reading fill in the blanks, 2-minute challenge, solve it like an expert. So I've made many videos. So with all that experience, I'm telling you, just with the practice, nothing magical can happen. Correct? You need to practice with the right approach. I've made recently, like 6-hour full course reading fill in the blanks video that has, like grammar, collocations, context, everything that you need. If you have not watched it, kindly have a look at it. Just type PTE reading fill in the blanks full course in the YouTube, you will get it. So that has a theory plus practical. So here what I've done, it's purely practical. I'm going to give you questions and add a timer of 2 minutes. Remember, in the exam you cannot take more than 2.5 or 3 minutes per question. If you're taking more than this, perhaps you will not get time to solve the rest of the questions. Correct? So here in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you simple questions and I'm gonna add a timer of 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, you have to do it, you're supposed to do it. Some people who needs more time can come out of the challenge, pause the video, do it at your own pace. But if you're up for this challenge and want to know what will happen to me in the exam, then under 2 minutes you're supposed to do. And post that, I will explain you the real approach. That is the most, indeed, very crucial aspect, the approaches. So I've got 5 questions, total 25 marks of reading fill in the blanks. I would need 22 and above if you need 8 bands or 79. I would need 17 and above if you need 7 bands or 65. If you are well outside this range, then know that you may not be ready to give your exam to get that desired scores. You can give exam, but you might not get your desired scores. But if you are well within this range, mostly you're ready for your exam. Some questions are very easy, some are a little tricky. That's how it's gonna be in the exam. So I am adding a timer of 2 minutes on my bottom right. Let's start. I really hope you have solved it under 2 minutes by taking up that challenge. So let me just help you with the correct answers, and not just the correct answers, let me just also help you with a right approach. Is linked. Linked is a verb, correct? The thing that extends to a verb is adverb. Adverb ends in ly. That's how it's gonna be. You don't need to read much for the first first blank. The grammar will help you. Remember, throughout this video I'll be mixing up grammar, collocation, context. These three I will be mixing up. So accordingly you also should learn these three aspects so that you will be able to solve within 2 minutes. Linked is a verb before or after a verb. An extension to a verb is adverb, addition to a verb, which ends mostly in ly. So arbitrarily, that is ending in ly. Intricately is also ending in ly. Now the grammar one that helped you already to eliminate all the other options, and now to look at only two options. One is arbitrarily, other is intricately. No other words will come. Arbitrarily means randomly. Intricate is so deep, profound. Health of our planet is very deeply connected, linked to the well-being of all the living beings. So arbitrarily is utter nonsensical. It has to be intricately. Getting it? So now climate. Now I'm not reading further every word by word. I'm just going by just skimming it. Climate change driven by human activities. Now human activities such as, what has caused climate change? My AC has caused climate change. My vehicle has caused climate change. Cutting down the trees, logging or deforestation has caused climate change. That's it. Now we will not read. We'll come to the next. These changes not only threaten but also, remember this, threaten, not only do this but also do this. Whatever the verb that was used in the previous line, the same verb has to be retained, meaning not only threaten is verb 1, here also verb 1. You read further, dash significant risks. You pose a risk, you pose a threat is a collocation, so it's pose, straightforward one. The next one, significant risks to human health is a positive word. Food security is a positive word. Economic dash, we need a positive word. If you see, economic stability is a collocation which fits in. Economic stability is really important. Human health is really important. Food security is really important. Dash the health. Now it's clear that urgent action is needed to address, and to, again verb 1, remember urgent. It's clear that urgent action is needed to do this and to do this, or to do this and do this. So here after 2 verb 1, here also verb 1 has to come. Fervor is a noun meaning the passion, correct? Now execute is a verb 1, safeguard is a verb 1. You execute the health and prosperity of the generations, or you protect, safeguard the health. Remember, you realize what it is. Safeguard is the 5th one. The very first one is intricately, second is deforestation, third is pose a threat, economic stability, and safeguard the health. Well, if you have got 5 out of 5, don't be very happy, because the next few questions will trick you a bit. If you've got 3, 4, know your mistake. The approach could be wrong. The first one you would have selected arbitrarily because you didn't know the meaning of intricately or arbitrarily, both. This would be a problem for a lot of people. Last one you would have chosen execute instead of safeguard because you did not think much. You started from left to right, fervor, arbitrarily, stability, deforestation, pose, execute is fitting, done and dusted. Kel katham, natak band. This is the problem. How about you go further and see safeguard also perfectly makes sense. Now safeguard your health, you don't execute your health. These are the answers for the first one. If you made mistakes, learn from it. I'm telling you, learning from a mistake is a very important aspect. Now, saying this on a positive note, let's go to a second question. Whatever the mistakes that you did here, interchanging the option, going with the wrong one, you will have to fix them in the second question. Similar traps will be there. Let's move on to the second question. Timer on my bottom right, only 2 minutes. Here you go. So like I told before, we will be mixing up the collocation, grammar and the context. So I believe 2 minutes is done and you have solved it properly within 2 minutes, accepting the challenge. Let's start. Saving our planet is not an option. Let's go with the context. If I were to choose this without options, there are no options, let's say. Read it and try to fill it. Saving our planet is not just an option. It is not an option. It's not about having an option. It is, you have to do it. It is your duty. It is your moral duty. Correct? You have to save your planet, man. Oh, I will have an option. It is not an option. It's, you have to do it. It's a moral duty. So as per the context, moral duty will come. Yes or no? This is a purely context one, because 90% of them write moral value. You put the word value. Saving your planet is moral value. Moral value is what? Respecting the elders, greeting them as and when you see. When you talk to a stranger, talk with respect because you don't know him. They're all the moral values. Saving our planet is not a moral value at all. People who write value means this is somewhere. Head is spinning somewhere. Head is looking at somewhere. Correct? Give it a thought. It is a moral imperative. Just check this word in the internet. Moral imperative is a big class of subject. It's a very big concept. Means obligation. Moral imperative. You just type, you'll understand. So this is one of the collocations that we're learning today. Write them down, revise them. It's equally important. All right. So the challenges we face may seem it may seem so difficult, daunting. Challenges will seem daunting. That's a collocation. Daunting means difficult. By working together and taking collective action, we can create a brighter, more good future for all, sustainable future for all. That's a collocation. See, when it's collocation, it's very easy to finish. Correct? Because we don't have much things to explain there, because it's collocation. Few words, always go with few words. Economic stability, sustainable future, advocating for policy change, or supporting dash efforts, supporting conservation efforts, because it's all about saving, not challenging efforts. Now, many people would have written challenging efforts and completely went for a toss. Remember, challenging efforts, conservation efforts, maybe all of them will fit in. Now, it's you at the end of the day. Use this to the next level. Not in PTE speaking, not in PTE writing, but in PTE reading. Use it to the next level beyond your capacity and understand the context. It's all about protection here. It's conservation efforts. I think we missed one moment. First is imperative, second is may seem daunting, third is creating a more sustainable future. Carbon footprint is a collocation. Your AC leaves carbon footprint. Correct? So carbon footprint is collocation, and conservation efforts. This is gonna be the fifth one, straightforward one. I know again people interchange. So next time you write a particular word, give it a thought. Is there any other word that actually fits in? If you do this, that means you are becoming more matured. And maturity towards reading fill in the blanks will always fetch you right decisions. Correct? Wrong decision will always lead to a right decision. So today you made a wrong decision by choosing challenging efforts or moral value. But why you chose? Because this is somewhere. You are just simply going in a flow. When you read, it is not even fitting with respect to logic. So, but doing all these things in less than 2 minutes seems quite daunting. I'm not saying it's very easy. It has to be difficult, man. If it is easy, everybody gets 90. It will be difficult, but it's not impossible to do. Keep a track of the mistakes that you have done. Saying this on a positive note, let's go to the third question. 2-minute timer on my bottom right. Here you go. let's understand. This is one of the easiest ones. Again, has a mixture of the context, grammar, and collocation. So it's Meta, Google, Chat Maker, Chat, OpenAI, or Chat GPT, Dash. All these companies, the rivals, compete. See, after now, a verb has to come. Here, entire thing is in the present tense. If you see fear, how does, allows, probably here they seem, not seemed. So here you need to have verb 1 in it. So if you see here verb 1, trained is verb 2, ing cannot come, shopper is a noun, probably competing probably is fitting in. All these companies competing to get an edge with customers. Compete to get an edge means compete to win over someone, to get an edge over someone. Correct? You are here, he is here, both are running, but you went a bit faster. That means you have an edge over him. You have an edge. Competing to get an edge probably is a collocation. Now the very first one is competing to get an edge. Some experts fear. You fear? It could be used for bad purposes. Fear is linked with bad purposes. Not a training purposes, simply right will not work, boss. It's malicious purposes because you fear. Correct? AI systems are dashed on huge amounts of data. They're trained on, after ARE verb 3 will come, not they're training on. I am training on this means I am doing a training. AI systems are training means they are doing some training. They are not doing some training. Someone is training them, means they are trained, passive voice. So it's trained on huge amounts of information and learn to identify the patterns in order to carry out tasks. Now you need to think about the task. See, whatever I've highlighted, right, those are the clues, such as having human-like conversation or dash a product. An online guy might buy. An online shopper, this gonna be fifth. Now the AI will do a prediction, predicting what an online shopper will buy. Correct? You go to Google and just type something and come out. Next time you open Amazon, automatically the prediction will be there. That's what AI software does. So it's predicting what an online shopper do. Let me just correct it again. There's gonna be 5. Predicting, probably people would have written wrong, and most importantly AI systems are training on, and second one training purpose, 90% of the people would have written training purpose. All these are the real mistakes. It may not happen when you get 4 minutes per question, but it will definitely happen when you're supposed to do in less than 2 minutes. And in the exam you're supposed to do in less than 2.5 minutes. So whenever you practice, make sure you try doing it in less than 2 minutes if possible. So first is competing to get an edge. Second is malicious purpose. They're trained on huge amounts of data or predicting product an online shopper might buy. With this, we will keep a track of the mistakes we've done. With this, we go to the 4th question. This is a difficult one, little tricky one. On my bottom right, 2-minute timer. Here you go. Alright, I really hope you have solved it with utmost confidence. After an A-E-I-O-U pronouncing sound has to come. This is R sound, H sound, amiable, envisioned, ambitious. All these three are A-E-I-O-U pronouncing sound, but you read further, a dash new experiment, an ambitious experiment, an ambitious proposal, an ambitious process, an ambitious thought. Is getting it? An ambitious experiment is a collocation. Amiable means friendly. Envision means whatever you have thought, what will happen in the future. Envisioned experiment, you never say, it's ambitious experiment. Now we'll directly come here, pure collocation, self-employed, correct? So this is gonna be self-employed. After they, verb has to come. So if you see here, they spent 6 years, past tense. Here also verb 2 has to come. Verb 2, revealed, heightened, envisioned. ed. Rest of it you don't have to check. Correct? Amiable is an adjective. He is amiable. Family is the family is noun. He revealed, he heightened, he envisioned. Now read further. They dash a roaming life. They thought of having a roaming life. They want to lead a life by just roaming around. Even after having children, means they envisioned. They thought of vision. I have a vision, I have a plan. This is gonna be 3. Not 3. Very sorry, I missed this. I'll come back on this. The traveling village is an ambitious new experiment. Uniting, what do you unite? Uniting my 2 friends. Uniting my this family and this family. You unite 2 different communities, 2 different families. So here, the main guy, which people forget, is this guy uniting. They only focus on blank, will not come, boss. The clue for the blank will be at least 1 kilometer behind it or 1 kilometer ahead of it. It will not be near to it. Remember, uniting 19, digital, all these additional things. Uniting nomadic families. Adjective can come before a noun. Uniting 2 great, amazing, awesome, magnificent families. Correct? So it's all adjectives. Uniting families is a collocation. Self-employed. They envisioned a life, and now, however, they thought we will just lead a life like this. But, however, opposite of it means you talk about some bad things. Their first 6-month trip to France and Mexico as a family. Their first 6-month trip is a noun. After a noun, verb has to come. Revealed and heightened. It revealed the challenges of building social connections. First 6 months they traveled. However, when they traveled, it got them some challenges. It revealed the new things, the truth, revealing the challenges. This is gonna be 5th one. I'm giving you the approach. I'm telling you this is what the right approach, this is the right direction. If you have gotten 3 here, you perhaps may not have traveled in the path that I did. You may have traveled in another path trying to seek shortcut. Remember, there is only one path that leads to destination. That path is called, whatever you choose, it should be backed up with a clue. Here, whatever you choose, read the sentence. Traveling village is an ambitious experiment uniting so many families. Makes sense. If you put some other word you read, it is not making sense. That's the only path that I'm talking about. You have to go here. Probably you can come like this or come like this. Shortcut is all about getting the clue, going with the grammar or collocation. A long approach could be understanding every line, reading it and doing it. But it's only one path. You have to travel this direction only. You cannot go from this direction. Remember. Keep a track of the mistakes that you have done. I think I've got the last question for today. This is pure collocation. You can, if you know them, you can solve it in 30 seconds. Remember, I'm adding a timer of 2 minutes on the bottom right. Here you go, ready. I really hope you have solved it by taking up this challenge of 2-minute timer. Let's do it. 100 of people are fear dash after flash flooding. Some flood happened, means the fear dead. Everyone is thinking, oh, these people may have died. Correct? Feared dead is a collocation. After flash flooding, flooding will always hit. Oh, floods have hit this place. Collocation. Few words, always go with few words. No need to read, understand in depth. Just find the clues and finish it off. Now, don't read. Come here. You got the context. They're talking about some floods that happened in Afghanistan, sadly. And probably here they would have told 150 people killed, blah, 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 blah. That's okay, due to rainfall, disasters in some province. Now we'll come. Pictures on social media showed dash of water. You never say mass of water. And you also never say mass of destruction. You say mass destruction. Mass of water you never say. Mass is a trap. Abyss of water, no. Abyss is a hole in the earth, a deep pit, a deep hole. That's abyss. These are all it's traps. It's torrents of water. This much of water, you say torrents of water. You can just check torrents in the internet. Click images. You only see streams of water because it's torrents of water. That's a collocation. Leave. You leave a dash. You leave a path. The rocket goes like this, zip, and leaving some trail of white patch. Because getting it? It's leaving a trail of destruction, collocation. Trail is this. This is rocket. When the rocket goes, it leaves a trail of. Trail means a path. In the path, it will leave some gas. Here, trail of. You leave. Leave is a collocation. Leaving. Leave is the word there which fits in with the trail. Leaving a trail of. This is going to be for destruction in its. Means when something, an event is happening. Or someone did something. And because of that guy, he left or he made an impact of this because of him. Then we can say, all this happened in his wake. Means he stood up like this. Because of that, all these things happened. Leaving or left, leaving some destruction in his wake. Means he did this, he left. Left means he showed, he did this impact and left. Getting is in its wake is a collocation. There is another way to do it. After ITS, after HIS, after HER, after THEIR, after NAKUL apostrophe S. Nakul's, David's. After all these things, if there is a dash, it has to be a noun. His car, her car, its food, its reaps is a verb, boss. That's it. Mass can be noun, abyss can be noun, wake can be noun, but still, unfortunately, there are 3 nouns here, so the grammar may not help you completely. In its wake is a collocation. Remember, you will have to choose in its wake. Alright, the first answer is fear dead, second is flood hit, third is torrents of rain, fourth is leaving a trail of destruction in its wake, fifth one. Total 25, I think 5 questions like this we did by giving a 2-minute timer. Total 25, all I wanted was 22 out of 25 for a 79, 17 out of 25 for a 65. I would request all of you to leave your valuable comments and tell me how much marks you have obtained based on this. I would understand the complexity of the questions because I feel all of them are easy. But the millions of people who watch the video, everyone is different, everyone's level is different. So if you care to respond with a reply saying how much marks you get, how much marks you got through this, I would honestly understand were the questions difficult or easy, and accordingly I can make the next video a bit easier or difficult based on the response. So do leave a comment in the comment section as to how much marks you got, and remember, if you're well within this range, then yes, probably you are in the right path. You are outside this range by a huge margin. Let's say you need 79, today you got 16 or 17 or 18, you are very far from 79. You need 65 and today you got 12, 13, you are very far from 65. Don't book the exam, it's gonna be a waste of money. Trust me on this, you will definitely get it. The approach has to be fixed. Take time, fix the mistake and then give exam so that you see the result. Otherwise, you see the same result as before and think this exam is a scam. Oh, that guy is getting, oh, I think I should use the templates that he used. No, all those things don't give marks. It is this module that makes a huge difference to the scores. No wonder why everyone has different scores. If all the templates could give 90, then everyone should get 90, isn't it? No, the reality is this. Fine guys, with this I'll park it here. I really hope this video was fruitful, helped you understand the real things, the real approaches under 2-minute timer, the real challenges. So if you believe the video was good, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. This is Nakul signing off, Nakul, Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE Academic. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thanks much.